The only thing constant in life is change. So when change takes place, do you feel stressed with the uncertainty? Does it affect your emotional ability to think clearly? And do you focus more on the past event that has caused you the pain? Or do you channel your energy into the present or future? Welcome to Empowerflix. My name is Madeline. And if those questions resonate with you, then you're in the right place. Because today I will share with you 5 achievable tips on how to build yourself up to be resilient to stress. If you're looking for some sort of quick fix or shortcut, well, I have none of that. Because building resilience takes time, effort, and discipline. It's a process, a journey that's acquired through best practices that I'm about to share. So what kind of stressful situation have you been going through recently? More importantly, are you dealing with it effectively? Very often, people misinterpret people who are resilient to feel no stress at all. On the contrary, people who are stress resilient do feel stress, believe me they do. But they choose options that lead to their growth and they deal with their emotions effectively. It isn't just about bouncing back, but it's about adapting to that change. Change is something that I identify very well with. I recently went through a huge change in my life. I lost my job and I felt extremely stressed, and I went through emotions of shock, anger, frustration. But then I decided to make a change. And I use these 5 tips that I'm about to share, and believe me, I am stronger today than I ever was before. I also have a great value tool that's coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that. So here are my 5 tips. Step 1. Build your self-awareness to deal with the situation. When things go wrong, we constantly tend to relive the situation, reliving the pain attached to it, which prevents us from moving forward. We constantly tend to ask ourselves, why did I lose my job? Why did he cheat on me? Grieving at this point is natural and a good cry is essential, but don't dwell on that for too long. It's not going to get you anywhere. A piece of good advice is focus your energy on what you can control, not on what you can't control. And if these actions are controlling your mind, then I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, how am I feeling? Is this how I want to be? And then act upon that decision. Think of your friend who is in your shoes and comes to you with the same stressful situation. What advice would you give your friend? A key is to take charge of your emotions by reflecting on your reaction to the situation. And once you build your self-awareness, learn to be expressive. Whether it is confiding in someone you trust the most, or opening up your laptop and putting your thoughts out there, journaling, a tool that Vikram discussed 2 weeks ago, is a great psychological tool, and psychological studies have proven that journaling helps to declutter the mind. And if you're more artistic, draw or paint out your emotions. By using these expressive ways, you will gain perspective on the situation and learn to make effective changes in your life. Step 2. Be mindful. It's about being in the moment and not thinking of 100 things crossing your mind. It takes time and practice, but I would like you to start with mindful breathing for 1 minute every morning. Focus on your breath, but ensure your environment is calm, serene, and quiet. And gradually, as you master that, you can extend the time. There are great apps out there that can help guide you. As I said, mindfulness is a powerful tool, and it will help cleanse and declutter your mind and help rejuvenate yourself. I would also like you to practice mindful wake up. That means focus on the intention for the day. Mindful eating, focus on the morsel of food you're putting in your mouth. Mindful family time, be there, be in the moment with the family. You will see great changes start to take place in your life. Step 3, make lifestyle changes. What happens when people go through stressful situations? Excessive alcohol consumption, binge eating, sleeping all day lethargy are some of the escapes they fall prey to. You do not want to add to your negativity. So, develop hobbies or interests. Take up a course, learn a new skill. Pave a path for a new change. Indulge in activities that give you an emotional feeling of purpose. If you are alone and that is your stressful situation, then develop hobbies or interests that involve people. Join a gym, join a dance class. This could help you build a network and support system of people that you have a common ground with. Step 4. Build a routine. Plan your day a night or even a week before. As I mentioned, I lost my job. So I felt that I went from tons on my plate to almost an empty plate. So I created a schedule that kept me busy but purposeful. I start my day with yoga and then breakfast. Then I spend about 2 hours on my job search. Then I exercise, lunch prep, lunchtime. And then I spend about 2 hours on networking or take up a course or learn a new skill. And then I have wind down time with my hobby or family time, or I even take a walk. Do what works for you, but plan it out and stick to it. Step 5. Recognize your efforts and your progress. When you start making progressive steps, give yourself a treat. What happens when you finish a hard day's work? You go home, you relax, you take a warm bath, have some great dinner, maybe a dessert. That's self-care, essential to renew and recharge to carry on effectively. If you're seeing a healthier you, since you've lost some weight, go buy yourself some new sportswear if that makes you happy. If your routine has become too mundane, take a road trip, change your scenery. Remember, when things start to change inside you, they will start to change around you. Recall a tough situation that you went through in the past and now overcome. And ask yourself, are you stronger today? Are you wiser today? And are you more confident in similar situations? If you said yes to that, then you know that the struggle makes us stronger. I would like you to start with these 5 simple steps that I've shared with you and be the change that makes the change in your life. And now it's time for our value tool, which is a self-assessment on stress resilience. Do click the link in the description to access it. And if you've enjoyed this video, do hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We look forward to seeing you next week, where Azhar will share with you tips on how to create good habits. See you soon. And remember, you have the power to adapt to that change.